Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our fourth unit, which is sportsmanship. The first section of this unit is the marathon story. Oldest marathon runner Fauja Singh hangs up his sneakers. At 103 years of age, Fauja Singh, of Indian origin, the world's oldest marathon runner, retired from competitive events after he finished the Hong Kong Marathon 10-kilometer category race on 24 February 2013 in 1 hour 32 minutes and 28 seconds. Mr. Singh, nicknamed Turban Tornado, became the oldest man to run a full marathon at the age of 100 in Toronto in 2011. He shot to fame when in 2003 in the same Toronto Marathon he set a record in the 90 plus age category. He finished the 42.1 kilometers in 5 hours 40 minutes and 1 second. It all began in Greece about 2500 years ago in 490 BCE. A huge army from Persia sailed across the Aegean Sea to conquer the powerful city of Athens in Greece. The fleet landed at Marathon, a small town about 40 kilometers from Athens. The Athenians took up a strong position on the hills surrounding the coast and waited to see what would happen. The 50,000 strong Persian army was about 5 times bigger than that of the Athenians. The Athenians decided to ask the city of Sparta for help. Sparta had the best army in the Greece, and Persia was, after all, a common enemy. At that time, people communicated across cities either by sending a messenger on horseback or by using a professional runner. Legends say that the Athenians chose one of their best runners, Pheidias, to take an urgent message to Sparta, as the rocky and rough terrain was not very suited to horses. Pheidias ran the 240 kilometers to Sparta in just 2 days, but in vain. Though Sparta wanted to help, they decided that they could not leave for religious reasons till it was full moon several days later. So poor Pheidias ran all the way back with the disappointing news. The Athenians could not afford to wait for the Spartans. The Athenian general Miltiades came up with a clever plan. He divided his men into 3 groups: the center, the left, and the right wings. As per Miltiades' plan, the armies advanced on the Persians, and then the center wing pretended to fall back. When the Persian army rushed in after the center wing, the left and right wings closed in, attacking the Persians from all the sides. The Persians were defeated. They quickly returned to their ships and sailed away. Even the Athenians were a little surprised by their swift victory. They jumped up and down on the shore and cheered. But then they realized that the Persians might be going round the coast to Athens, and most of the Athenian army was at Marathon. They needed to get an urgent message to Athens so that the city would be prepared. So once more, Pheidippides was chosen to run the 40 kilometers to Athens to relay the news of the victory. He made it but was so exhausted from running to Sparta and back, battling the Persians and then racing to Athens, that he collapsed after shouting, "Rejoice, we conquer," and died. When the modern Olympic Games were inaugurated in Greece in 1896, the legend of Pheidippides was revived through a 40-kilometer run from the Marathon Bridge to the Olympic Stadium in Athens. The race symbolized the bringing together of Greek heritage and the spirit of the Olympics. During the initial several modern Olympics, the marathon was always run over approximately 40 kilometers in honor of Pheidippides' last run. However, before the 1908 Olympic Games in London, the British royal family requested that the marathon start at Windsor Castle so that the royal children could witness its start. As a result, the marathon distance was changed to 26 miles to cover the ground from Windsor Castle to White City Stadium, with 385 yards added on so the race could finish in front of the royal family's viewing box. The total distance from Windsor Castle to the Olympic Stadium was 42,195 meters, or 26 miles and 385 yards. Now this distance has become the standardized length for the many marathons run all over the world. Today, it is an Olympic tradition that the men's marathon is the last event of the athletics calendar, with the grand finish usually taking place inside the Olympic Stadium. And so Pheidippides' marathon effort lives on as a symbol of commitment, endurance, and willpower. This was our lesson, the marathon story. If you have any doubt or query, you can ask me in the comment box below. Also, don't forget to check the description box for the links to the other chapters. Thank you, everyone.